staring at the coffee cup you left beside the bed, still holding on to echoes of the last things that we said. I try to glue the pieces back to hide the jagged lines, but some things don't get better with the passing of the time. I'm tracing every fracture, every place we came apart, mapping out the wreckage of a tired, heavy heart. And I've got all the tools laid out, I've got the will to try, but how do you mend a feeling when the spark has said goodbye? There's no tape for the silence, no glue for the trust. Everything we built has turned to settled dust. I can't rewrite the ending or change the way it be. I'm holding all the fragments, but there's no way to fix it. No, there's no way to fix it. You used to be my oxygen, the rhythm in my chest. Now you're just a ghost I see when I try to get some rest. We're like a clock with broken gears, frozen on the hour, waiting for a summer rain that never brings a flower. I'd give a lifetime just to find the place where we went wrong. Yeah, I've got all the memories and I've got all the whys, but you can't heal a hollow soul with 1,000 more goodbyes. There's no tape for the silence, no glue for the trust. Everything we built has turned to settled dust. I can't rewrite the ending or change the way it be. I'm holding all the fragments, but there's no way to fix it. Maybe some things are born just to break. Maybe love is a debt we can't always pay. I'm tired of trying to force it to fit when the truth is we're dying, and we just have to sit in it. There's no tape for the silence, no glue for the trust. We're just two heartbeats turning into rust. I can't rewrite the ending, no matter how I wish. I'm staring at the wreckage and there's no way to fix it. Put the tools back in the box, turn the light out on the porch. It's okay to let it burn when you're tired of holding the torch. No way to fix it. No way to fix it. The tea is getting cold on the nightstand beside the book you never finished reading. I'm still sleeping on the left side of the bed to keep the space where you should be from bleeding. I haven't moved your shoes from by the door. I'm scared if I do, you won't exist anymore. And now, living in a quiet grave built from promises we couldn't save. The walls are high, the air is getting thin. I'm buried in the skin. I'm standing away and left the shovel here to drown me in the silence of the year. It's a long way down, and there's no one to save me from the hollow of this quiet grave. I saw your ghost in the grocery aisle. For a second I forgot we were dead. I almost reached out to see you smile, then the cold truth hit me instead. You're breathing fine in a different town. I'm 6 feet under, just weighted down, yeah. Living in a quiet grave built from promises we couldn't save. The walls are high, the air is getting thin. I'm buried in the skin, I'm standing in you. Walked away and left the shovel here to drown me in the silence of the year. It's a long way down, and there's no one to save me from the hollow of this quiet grave. They say time heals, but time just feels like dirt piled on top of every single hurt. I'm shouting your name, but the ground is too thick. The loneliness is making me sick. I'm waiting for the end of the world to come, because without you I'm already numb. No headstone, no flowers, just the ticking of the clock for hours. Rest in peace, the us we used to be. I'm still here, but you're finally free. In this quiet grave, just a quiet grave. I'm still buying groceries for two. Then I'm coming home and staring at the juice. It's a little thing, but it hits like a ghost. The chair in the corner is what hurts the most. I haven't moved your coat from the hook. I'm still scared to read the end of our book, because as long as the bookmark stays on the page, I don't have to admit that we both come of age. And they say that the clock is a healer, that the minutes will wash away the stain. But the pendulum's stuck in the middle, and I'm drowning in out of season rain. So I guess I'll just be sad forever, if it's the only way to keep a piece of you. I'll build a house out of could've been better, and paint all the windows a permanent blue. If moving on means I have to forget the way that your laughter could silence the storm, then I'll stay right here in the cold and the wet. I'd rather be sad forever than warm. The radio played our song at the light. I didn't turn it off, I just held the wheel tight. It felt like a hand reaching out through the air, but when I turned my head there was nobody there. Now my phone is a graveyard of I love you texts. I'm terrified of who you're gonna be next. Does he know how you take your coffee at dawn, or is he just a shadow where I used to belong? So I guess I'll just be sad forever, if it's the only way to keep a piece of you. I'll build a house out of could've been better, and paint all the windows a permanent blue. If moving on sounds like a long time away, but I got nothing but time in this empty plate. I'll stay sad if it means I'm still yours, just a little bit yours. This is a heavy, emotional theme. To make it resonate, I focused on the small, quiet details that make a breakup feel real. The empty spaces, the habits we can't break, and the physical weight of sadness. Here are the lyrics for tears. Here. The coffee's getting cold on the wooden table. I made 2 cups like I've always done. Funny how the mind isn't always able to admit that the battle's already won. I stare at the door, but the lock doesn't turn. The silence is screaming your name. It's a lesson I didn't want to learn, that love isn't always a flame. Sometimes it's the ash, and the tears don't fall, they just overflow like a river that's forgotten where it's supposed to go. They're the words I didn't say, the ghosts of forever, the fraying ends of a life we stitched together. I'm drowning in the blue, I'm shaking at the seams, just washing out the color of our broken dreams. Oh, these tears. I found your sweater in the back of the hallway. It still smells like the night we met in the rain. You promised me always, but always is a long way when you're walking it alone through the weight of the pain. Now the photos are ghosts in a silver frame, and the bed is a canyon too wide to cross. I'm calling out mercy, but there's no one to blame for the hollow, heavy math of a total loss. And the tears don't fall, they just overflow like a river that's forgotten where it's supposed to go. They're the words I didn't say, the ghosts of forever, the fraying ends of a life we stitched together. I'm drowning in the blue, I'm shaking at the seams, just washing out the color of a broken dream. Oh, these tears. They say that time is a healer, a friend, but time is just a hallway that never quite ends. I'm waiting for the salt to stop stinging my skin, but how do I let the light back in? How do I let the light back in? One for the hello, one for the goodbye, one for the secret we told in July, just a drop in the ocean. But it's my whole world tonight, just tears. Yeah, just tears. Here are the lyrics for your song. Terrify you, let me go. I've written them with a slow melancholy, building mind, starting with quiet realization and moving toward a desperate emotional peak. terrified you let me go. The coffee's getting cold on your side of the bed, and I'm rehearsing every single word you never said. I'm watching how you pull away a little more each night, like a candle losing courage, just running out of light. I touch your hand and feel a ghost, a hollow kind of skin. Where do I end and where does the goodbye begin? My lungs are heavy, the air is getting thin. I'm bracing for the crash before the storm rolls in. I'm checking all the locks, but the walls are made of glass, just waiting for the moment that you tell me we're the past. And I'm terrified, terrified you let me go, that you've already walked away and forgot to let me know. I'm screaming into water, reaching for your hand, building forever on a shoreline made of sand. It's the silence in the kitchen, it's the shadow on the floor, it's the sound of your heartbeat not loving me anymore. Yeah, I'm terrified you let me go. I keep the TV loud so I don't have to hear the doubt, trying to fix a fire that's already flickered out. You're looking through me lately like I'm a window, not a face, just a habit you're outgrowing, just a ghost inside the space. I'd rather have the screaming, I'd rather have the fight, than this polite and quiet killing in the middle of the night. My lungs are heavy, the air is getting thin. I'm bracing for the crash before the storm rolls in. And I'm terrified, terrified you let me go, that you've already walked away and forgot to let me know. I'm screaming into water, reaching for your hand, building forever on a shoreline made of sand. It's the silence in the kitchen, it's the shadow on the floor, it's the sound of your heartbeat not loving me anymore. Yeah, I'm terrified you let me go. If I hold on tighter, does it make you want to leave? Or am I just clutching at a spirit? Still want to believe. Don't tell me it's over, don't be that kind. Leave me in the dark, leave me beautifully blind, because the truth is gonna break me. Yeah, the truth is gonna take me down. You're still here, but you're gone. The porch light is flickering on. I'm staring at the door, praying it stays closed, but you've already left, and everybody knows I'm terrified. Whisper, please don't let me go. Not yet. Not yet. The coffee's cold, the steam is gone, just like the light before the dawn. I'm tracing circles on the wood of all the things I thought we understood. I found your sweater in the hall, a silent ghost against the wall that still holds a scent of who we were before the edges started to blur. I thought we were building a home, stone by heavy stone, but you were just looking for the door, leaving me wanting more. And you just threw it aside. secrets you didn't feel the need to keep. All the years, all the tears, all the always we cried. You just reached for the handle and pushed it aside. Now I'm standing in the dust of a lie that you threw aside. There's a silence now that's way too loud, like a heavy rain from a single cloud. I see you laughing in a brand new frame, while I'm still learning how to speak your name. Was it easy? Was it fast to watch it forever become a past? You didn't break and know that implies a fight. You just dropped it and walked into the light, and you just threw it aside, like a letter you never intended to read, like a secret you didn't feel the need to keep. All the years, all the tears, all the always we cried. You just reached for the handle and pushed it aside. Now I'm standing in the dust of a light that you threw aside. I'm not a souvenir you leave on a shelf. I'm not a story you tell to yourself to feel better about the mess that you made. I was a heart that you chose to trade for a little bit of space, for a little more room. Now I'm just the echo in an empty room. A word you never spoke aside. I'm still here, but you threw it aside. Staring at the ceiling, counting every crack, wishing I could find the words to lure the magic back. The kitchen's quiet now, the coffee's getting cold. Just another story that'll never quite be told. You told me that you loved me, but your eyes were at the door. I guess forever doesn't mean forever anymore. And now the silence is a weight I cannot lift. I'm drifting out to sea and I'm losing every shift. You're looking at me sideways like I'm someone you don't know. Tell me, how do I stay here when you're ready to go? They say, trust me, mate, the sun is gonna rise, but you haven't seen the ghost that's living in my eyes. They say the bleeding stops, that the heart begins to mend, but I'm staring at a road that feels like it's the end. How can I trust the light when all I see is gray? Trust me, mate, that's what they always say before they walk away. I found your old sweater in the bottom of the bin. I couldn't throw it out, I couldn't let the world win. The scent of you is fading like a memory in the rain, and every breath I take is just a synonym for pain. My friends all grab my shoulder. They buy me one more beer, but they don't know the person who isn't sitting here. They say, trust me, mate, the sun is gonna rise. But they haven't seen the ghost that's living in my eyes. They say the bleeding stops, that the heart begins to mend. But I'm staring at a road that feels like it's the end. How can I trust the light when all I see is the I'm trying to stay. The coffee's cold, the house is way too quiet. I'm picking fights with shadows on the wall. I memorize the cracks across the ceiling, just waiting for a ghost to come and call. I see a key still sitting on the counter, like they're just waiting for your hand to come along. But the silence is a weight I can't stop holding since the moment that I realized you were gone. And I'm reaching for the phone to tell you something, and I remember I'm the one you're running from. I'm staring at the wreckage of our always, wondering how we both became so numb. If I could find the place where we went sideways, if I could catch the words before they hit the ground, I'd go back to the night we started fading and find a way to turn it all around. I'd say every hurt and I don't love you. I'd keep the world from spinning upside down, but I'm standing in the rain of my own making, with no way left to turn it all around. They say that time is supposed to be a healer, but it's just a clock that's ticking in the dark. Every second is a mile. I'm getting further from the only person who ever knew my heart. I saw your car pass by the park this morning. For a second I forgot we were a was. Then the oxygen just left me all together, because it's over is the hardest thing you done. If I could find a place where we went sideways, if I could catch the words before they hit the ground, I'd go back to the night we started fading catch the words before they hit the ground. I'd go back to the night we started fading and find a way to turn it all around. I'd say every hurt and I don't love you. I'd keep the world from spinning upside down, but I'm standing in the rain of my own making. God, I'd give it all to turn it all around. Just another chance to turn it all around, but the room stays dark and the world keeps spinning without you. The coffee's getting cold on the wooden stand across from the ghost of where you used to sit. I'm still chasing lines in the palm of my hand, trying to find where our lives didn't fit. The house is a museum of things you once said. Dust on the records we danced to at night. I'm sleeping on only one side of the bed, left with the shadows and losing the light. Silence is a heavy sound, it's screaming through the halls. I'm looking for a way around these four hollow walls, and I still whisper your name to the ceiling, like a prayer that I know won't be heard. I'm holding on tight to this breaking feeling, 'cause goodbye was the only cruel word. If I say it soft enough, maybe you'll need. If I say it long enough, you'll reappear. But the wind blows the curtains and mocks my shame while I sit in the dark and whisper your name. I saw a car like yours at the light today. My heart forgot for a second you're gone. I almost reached out, I had so much to say before the red turned to green and the world moved on. Every street corner is a memory lane. Every song on the radio feels like a sting. I'm trying to wash off the salt from the rain, but I'm still wearing your silver ring. And I still whisper your name to the ceiling, like a prayer that I know won't be heard. I'm holding on tight to this breaking feeling, 'cause goodbye was the only cruel word. If I say it soft enough, maybe you're near. If I say it long enough, you'll reappear. But the wind blows the curtains and mocks my shame while I sit in the dark and whisper your name. They say that time is a healer, but time is just a thief. It steals the sound of your laughter and leaves me the weight of the grief. I don't wanna forget, I don't wanna be fine if being okay means you're no longer mine. Just a breath in the air, we're still waiting there. The echo is empty, but I'm still the same. Good night, my darling. I whisper your name. The coffee's still steaming in your favorite blue mug, but the kitchen feels colder than a winter shadows that you left behind. The radio's playing that song about June, but it's out of key and it's way out of tune. And I'm still checking my phone for a light, a ghost of a message to get through the night. The neighbors are laughing, the kids are at play. Don't they know that my world just ended today? Oh, isn't it a wonderful life? The sky is so blue, it cuts like a knife. The birds are still singing, the stars are still bright, while I'm just a shadow losing the fight. How does the earth keep on spinning around when my entire heaven is stuck in the ground? Yeah, it's a wonderful life, but it's not mine anymore. I walk past the park where we carved out our names. Now the wood is just rotting in the soft summer rains. I see a young couple, they're holding on tight, unaware of the storm that's coming tonight. I wanna scream out, I want them to know that the higher you fly, the further you go. Isn't it a wonderful life? The sky is so blue, it cuts like a knife. The birds are still singing, the stars are still bright, while I'm just a shadow losing the fight. How does the earth keep on spinning around when my entire heaven is stuck in the ground? Yeah, it's a wonderful life, but it's not mine anymore. They say time is a healer, a thief and a friend, but time is just a hallway that has no end. I'm tired of the perfect, I'm tired of the fine, I'm tired of pretending this life is still mine. The sun's going down on a beautiful day, but the colors just look like a dull shade of gray. Yeah, it's a wonderful life, so they say, so they say. I'm still waiting for